Awesome. Nice job, guys.
What do you call a school that sends over 90% of its students to college and where graduates go on to productive work and satisfied lives? Highly regarded by educators the world over? Creative.
When you read, you begin with A, B, C.
Academically solid.
What's his relationship to his younger sister?
Selective. These students and their families call it all those things and more, but one thing they all call it is Landmark.
1, 2, 3. Landmark!
Landmark, a school characterized by many of the features one traditionally associates with the very best institutions of American private education. Spectacular New England location, quality athletic program, diverse student body, distinguished faculty, successful graduates.
Results of a landmark education are that our students leave us at different intervals, sometimes from middle school, sometimes from high school, and a very high percentage of our students go on and succeed in other environments.
But there is one feature that may come as a surprise, given the success stories. All of the students who come here have something in common.
5 to 1, right? Now what do you have here?
They are bright, healthy, blessed with many talents, yet they face a challenge. A challenge our society calls a language-based learning disability, a disability that can test the strongest children and their families.
We've learned through our experience here at Landmark that these kids really want to be invisible. They do not want to suffer the embarrassment of being pointed out as somebody who can't read, somebody who can't write.
Many of them show up like my son, like my daughter-in-law, not knowing anybody, being taken out of the mainstream educational model.
If you didn't know how to spell anything, for me, it felt like I got teased in class, and it was really hurtful.
You have this stigma when you have a learning disability that, you're not learning appropriately or being able to learn like others.
I remember in 5th grade, the year before I went to Landmark, I was pulled out in the hallway and kids will start staring at me, and they would start laughing at me. I was like, oh gee, I feel like such a loser.
Our students arrive with a challenge. What they leave with is something entirely different.
All right, we're going to go around the room. Let's start with Madeline.
An advantage, the Landmark advantage, a dynamic approach to language and learning that pushes aside disability and finds ability.
The students who come to Landmark are smart. They're smart, they're creative, they're well-adjusted, they're healthy, attractive children and young adults. They just happen to have a language-based learning disability that means that they need to be taught differently. We do understand how to address the language-based learning disability. That's all Landmark has ever done, and we're very expert at that.
You will be making a great contribution to the relief effort.
This is the story of the Landmark Advantage. It's a story of youngsters and their parents making a decision to embark on a bold educational journey.
It was difficult. It's a very different culture, environment here. New England and Northern California are really different places, and there were a lot of times where we were very much missing our life there.
It's tough. I have to admit to everybody that it's tough. You're away from home, you're away from family, you're away from friends, and it's hard. You miss it. But let me tell you one thing, it is worth it.
It could be really difficult leaving. It could be one of the most hardest things you've ever done. But in the long run, 100% worth it.
To me, it's priceless. It's, I wondered how I would do it financially. And even Lorne wondered because he realized what this meant.
And you find a school like Landmark that has a strategy to deal with it and a history of dealing with it very well and being successful with children. It brings a lot of hope not only to the child, I'm sure, but to the family as well.
To make the Landmark Advantage a reality takes more than hopes, dreams, and good intentions. It takes dedicated educators and a tested methodology.
I think the most unique feature of Landmark School is our individualized approach. And our one-on-one tutorial is the hallmark of that.
The classes are so small that the students get the individual attention they need.
The teaching methods are all geared toward making these children admit to their challenges and face them and work on them.
Every program here at Landmark is individualized. Classes are composed more based on skill needs, strengths and weaknesses of our students than they are on the traditional grade level model.
It also takes a faculty passionate about their work with students.
The opportunity to engage a student, to make gains as a teacher is just, it has no limits in that sense.
And just being part of such a great community where we're all in it together, we're all in the trenches, we're all doing everything we possibly can to help our students learn and to help them find learning exciting and fun and rewarding. It makes it worth it to be here.
We call it breaking the code, is when a student who's been working with piece by piece, and it's so hard when that clicks and all of a sudden they can read fluently, and sometimes they don't even notice it for a while, and you get all excited and then they get excited. That's huge.
When a student realizes that they've gone from writing a paragraph of 3 sentences to a paragraph of 8 sentences in the span of a month, they get really excited, and you get to share in that progress with them, which is really great.
And the proof of Landmark's success is in the stories told by Landmark students and their families, stories of potential unlocked.
If a student has trouble in one area, they slow down the class to adapt for that student.
We do a lot to work on the skills that you're struggling with.
They really try to make it special just for you, and they really try to find a method that you like. It doesn't have to be for everyone.
It's one of the reasons it works. It's not only the teaching methods, it's not only the model, it's the involvement one-on-one, personally, teacher, administrator, tutor, with the child. You can't really say anything greater than that. I like you well enough to spend time with you. I know your name.
The students, they're not able to hide like they did in a regular public school. Here at Landmark, you're not put on the spot so much as to embarrass you. They call on you to help you to become more confident.
I just realized what my strengths and my weaknesses are, and I've just accepted them. Whatever, I'm still a normal person. I'm not stupid. I'm just me. I'm just like any normal kid, just I learn differently from other people.
So at Landmark, one of the things we do to engage the students is involve them in activities they feel good about. So you see kids participating in sports at all different levels, performing arts and music. They develop skills and talents that just do so much to build their self-confidence and help them be more aware of who they are.
You can't beat the looks on their faces when you start seeing them doing better than they did before at their other schools and their other situations. And they come here and they start feeling good about themselves, and they start saying positive things. They feel like they belong.
We're going to start with 6 100s freestyle.
Oh, swimming. I've never swam before in my life. What's great about Landmark is that you don't feel intimidated to try something new. They want you. They push you to take a challenge.
I play basketball and lacrosse. Great teamwork. At home, I've never played a team sport. When I come here and playing against different schools, I think it's fun.
Ever since I came here, I'm wow, I'm going to graduate high school, but then it's just what's next? It's what college do I want to go to?
I would love to go to an Ivy League school if I could get into it. I've been working on my college resume a lot.
I want to go to a college where it gives a great program for business. I want to do shipping, international business, something like that. What can I say? I'm Greek.
College might not be a possibility if we didn't do this for her now. Whereas now I feel like it will be a possibility for her.
I know that he's going to have the opportunity from being here at Landmark to become the engineer that he wants to become.
I certainly wouldn't have gone to college had I not gone to Landmark. That is huge to me.
Some of the alumni come back at this point and they tell their stories of how Landmark did change their life. Landmark was the turning point for them, and they went to amazing places.
I'm the Director of Brand Management and Customer Experience here at JetBlue. I've found that working here at JetBlue definitely is an opportunity where it's creative yet entrepreneurial. The biggest thing that Landmark started to do immediately from day one was build my confidence. From the unique way that the teachers teach students, I began to learn.
There are a lot of things that I take with me today from Landmark. Organization, study skills, the confidence that I was given to not think that I was this outcast or there's something wrong with me, but instead that, you know, I could be valued just like any other student.
Landmark, I was not only part of a community, but I was excelling in that community, and everybody around me was excelling.
There was a little bit more confidence, even if you made mistakes. You felt okay because, you know, we all had problems with spelling, or we all didn't have beautiful penmanship, and there was that level of comfort with each other.
Graduation is like a super emotional time. I think that, you know, I think we're so excited to move on, but saying goodbye to your friends is difficult.
I think 3 words really sum up what goes on here. A young person walking out of here after graduation, holding that diploma and saying, Mom and Dad, yes, I can.
A beginning of higher education, college degrees, and productive careers. That, in a sense, is the true Landmark advantage. The advantage of finding your future.
So long, front foot leads the back one. Go on, and it won't be too soon. I'm gone, and on to the next one. So long, and I won't be back soon. Yes, I'm blue, but from holding my breath, like I have from the start.